wonderful good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a great pleasure to have you here. Hi, everyone, to our Wednesday afternoon. It's Marcus time this afternoon again. And today we are talking about how to improve your trading patience and the discipline, and including such some topics, the importance of discipline and patience in trading. What is patience? What is discipline in trading? And some kind of tips to improve your discipline and patience. And yes, thanks to my colleague from Admiral Markets, which opened this webinar. And make sure you stay until the end of this webinar when I'll be showing you why having a plan and sticking to rules will help you to get the disciplines. And yes, it's me today, this afternoon. My name is Marcus Gabler, and I'm professional analyst, speaker, trading, and life coach. Yes, and I'm sure of trader, real trader. And I've been trading the global markets for over 22 years right now. And more information, if you want, about myself, you will find on my homepage. In this webinar series, Trading Spotlight, never forget this great name. I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex CFD broker that offers trading on over 8,000 different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5. And finally, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like this video, share it with other traders, and subscribe so you will never miss an episode. I'm really grateful, guys, that you are here in this webinar this afternoon. We have crazy time, we have special times. And so I want to say good afternoon, Ronald. It was Ernest. Hi, I sent you an email. Of course, I hope you received it. And Plumman, hello, hello, hello. And Adam as well. Anthony, nice to meet you again. Just quickly, I wanted to thank you for the recommendation of Market Wizards. I should be finished tomorrow, and it's been great. Yes, I did this video extraordinary for you. And Abram, hello. So let's talk a little bit about this interesting topic. And maybe if you follow me for a couple of months and you know my opinion and my behavior of kind of trading, then you know that's my private opinion. Trading success on a long run is based on 10% strategy, but 90% the human part. And in this Trading Spotlight series, it's a little bit my part to talk about this human part. And again, this afternoon, and today we want to talk about discipline and patience. So may I ask you something? Do you think you are a patience guy? It's interesting topic and interesting question. Or may I ask you, do you think by yourself, if you have to judge yourself, are you disciplined? Let me tell you this story about myself. When I started with trading a couple of years ago, around 16 years ago, then I really thought I'm the patient guy around the world. I was well balanced, I was calm, and I thought I have my inner center, and I'm really disciplined. And then I came to trading, and I opened my first real accounts, and then I started to lose money. And the time when I throw my first mouse with a lot of anger put against the wall, at that moment I realized I was so far away from being patient, like far away the sun from the moon. And this is my own experience. And believe me, I hit my desk and I hit my keyboard so often that I really realized I'm not disciplined. I was not disciplined, and I was, of course, not patient. Why? In my opinion, trading is completely different. Okay, now we feel in our life about Corona and lockdowns and something else. It's a little bit kind of trading, because people cannot estimate or judge what will happen in the next days or weeks. This is kind of a little bit like trading, because you know we are on the right side of the chart, in every trade and in every chart, and we cannot know what will happen next. This is a little bit like the same we experience right now around the world about this incredible and awful and really terrible coronavirus. And I guess this is really interesting, this topic, to discuss today. What is discipline and patience? Let's have a look at the dictionary. And the dictionary definition of discipline and patience is this one. Discipline is the practice of making people obey rules or standards of behavior and punishing them when they do not. So, and you know that if you take your car and you drive to a red signal, then if you stop at the cross, everything is fine. If you cross the road by a red signal, you get a ticket. It's like a punishment. Order and discipline have been placed in the hands of headmasters. You see, Corona. Most of the governing bodies said, stay at home. And you have to, since a couple of days, you have to wear a face mask if you step into a shop or something else, or if you take the bus or something else. So this is a kind of discipline. We have to follow this kind of rules to stay healthy or to care for the other ones. Patience is a person's ability to wait something out or endure something tedious without getting angry or riled up. This is kind of patience. So I learned patience by trading. And more than that, I learned patience by teaching other guys. And there's a small story about teaching or coaching of myself. A couple of years ago, I got three years ago right now, I had a client, and this guy was really amazing. He was really, how should I say, he was traveling all the day and he wanted to make day trading at the best in 1 minute chart. And it was really hard for me to train him to be disciplined and patient. And my clients must send me all their trades so that I can correct them and I can fix them and I can help them to improve their trading. And from week to week, I had the thought, or I had the experience, this guy wants to make me angry. Why? He was not able to improve his trading because he was not able to stick to the rules always. And I always called him every week and said, come on, what's happened? What's up with you? Where's your problem? I don't know. And I saw this in the market and I could see this in the market. And I always used to say very calm and I was really patient. And I said, yes, I know that. But by your accounts, it's not possible that you have an influence to the market. So the only chance you have is to stick to your rules. Please do that. Otherwise, you waste your lifetime and mine as well, because it seems you don't want to learn something. Yeah, although I want to learn something, I obey to you right now. 2 weeks later, I got a really terrible trade, completely against every kind of rules. Then I called him and said, my friend, what's up with you? Why did you trade this bullshit? It's completely out of every kind of rules. And then he said to me, you know what, Marcus? I did this trade to make you angry. And then I said, really? Are you a kindergarten? Are you a kindergarten boy, or are you a grown? Are you an adult? So you make a trade, you make a loss on purpose to make me angry. And then I said, you know what? I'm patient, but you know what? I stop my coaching with you, because you don't want to learn something. And was a game changer in my coaching, because I realized I always have to be patient. But unfortunately, sometimes there are guys somewhere else outside there. They want to learn something, and if someone makes a loss, to make me angry as a coach, I must say, okay, go back to your kindergarten, but not with me. I don't have time for such stupid things. And now you see, trading is completely out of ourselves. You cannot compare it with normal life. But you see, patience is a person's ability. And if you want to become successful in trading, you have to train that. So having patience means you can remain calm, even when you have been waiting forever or dealing with something painstakingly slow, or trying to teach someone how to do something and they don't just get it. This was the story of my super client, I guess 3 years ago right now. So it was really, really, really interesting to do that in that way. It was a hard teach. It was a hard exercise for me, but I learned at that point what it means to have patience if you teach someone. And thanks God, now since I started with personal coaching, I have I only have wonderful clients. They always want to learn something. Greetings to my friend Plummenhai. He's one of my best students. He's learning a lot of things and he's doing great. I have a clear view to the market right now. And this is what I expect from my clients, to learn something. And this is my job, to being patient and having discipline. But if you want to do the same, and if you want to become successful in trading, you have to do it as well. For that, we have to make clear what is discipline and patience indeed. So countless traders enter the market every day, but many of them fail. And unfortunately, you know the result. And unfortunately, at Admiral Markets as well. So in 3 months, always in 3 months, we have really bad news. We have really bad results, almost 70, 90, 69, 71, 72% of clients fail in trading. And why is it? I cannot say most of the people are stupid. That's not my right, because the point is, the main reason is that they have the wrong focus. Most of them, and I had the same problem when I started with trading, of course. So I'm not the guru, of course not. I don't have the holy grail. The only thing what I have is experience. And what I want to do with my webinars here, with my kind of teaching, with my trades, is to share my experience with you. In my opinion, there is no right or false on the right side of the chart in trading, of course, because everything is a kind of perception on the right side of the chart. And your job is to bring so much people on your side which have the same perception like you, that you can make a profitable trade. But the main reason why so many people fail in trading is because they have the wrong focus. Most of them are focused on making much money in less time. So to be honest, is it possible? I guess most of you guys, you have, how should I say, a normal job. And maybe you make your job every month, and you work maybe 40 hours or maybe 60, 70 hours, 8, 9, 10 hours around the clock, maybe too many hours. But you have to work the whole month. And at the end of the month, you get your money from your boss. So I know that, and you know that as well. So there is no possibility to make money, much money, in less time. You have to work the whole month, maybe 22 days or more than that, to get a certain kind of amount. We used to do that in that way. Why should we think we cannot make different in trading? Why? Let me tell you why. It's the advertisement, it's marketing. And if you open a chart and you could see, oh my God, I have to push the button. And if I can see a green candle, then it goes up, it can make money. And if I can see a red candle, it goes down and it can make money. It's a kind of perception that you think it's so easy. But the big mistake is that we are looking from the right side to the left side. And in the, how should I say, in in having a look back in that way, risk through perspective. Yes, that's the right word. Then I can always say, oh, there I would go out. Oh, there I wouldn't have make a trade. But that's a big mistake because you are on the right side of the chart and you cannot know what will happen next, even in the next minute. It's just only kind of guessing. And in trading, it means it's a kind of perception. And to be honest, if we would, if all of us would have the same perception, there wouldn't be a trading, because then all of us would see the same, but we don't. You see it's different. You are in 5-minute chart on the road. I'm in hourly chart, maybe Plum in 4-hourly chart, and Ronald and Anthony in daily chart or in 5-minute chart, because every kind of different perception. This is kind of trading. But at the end of the day, it's a kind of perception on the right side of the chart. And some traders focus too much on creating the perfect trading strategy because they think it must be possible to achieve 100% hit rate. That's a mistake, guys. If you see that and if you recognize that, it is not possible. Let me talk about the pen. So maybe you see this pen in my hands and you think and you see, yes, okay, it's a pen. But now imagine there come in a little puppy dog and I would take this pen to the mouth of the puppy dog. What would the puppy dog do with this pen? I guess it would chew on it. It's a chewing toy for this puppy dog. So now, if would it be a pen, basically, then the puppy dog would write a letter to his puppy dog girlfriend, right? So now imagine I would put the pen on this table, on this desk, and no one is in the room. We are outside, all dogs are outside, no one is in it, it's in this room. What is this thing in this moment? No one is in. Okay, I guess you would say nothing. And you're right. Of course, it's nothing. And this is the concept of emptiness. To be honest, everything is nothing. Even a chart is nothing. Only now you come in back in the room and you see this and you say, ah, it's a pen. So the dog come in and see this thing and would bite on it. Or say, oh, too toy. You can play with it. So as you could see, it's concept of emptiness. Would it be in a real pen, the dog would write a letter, but it couldn't. It's kind of perception. The dog is buying it. So this is kind of emptiness. This is a concept of emptiness. And now think on it. Think it through. This kind concept of emptiness. Everything in your life comes from you. Even the kind of perception on the right side of the chart. This is the main reason why it cannot be possible that we have a 100% strategy with a 100% hit rate. It's not possible. It's about the pen. Think about it. If you have any questions about that and the concept of emptiness, I will invite you to our Trading Spotlight family. Stay to the end of this webinar, then I show you our great family. We can talk about this. But this behavior, guys, leaves such guys with little energy to develop proper discipline, because the most of the people are focused on the wrong things, making much money, less time. You see, it's not possible. Focus on having a 100% strategy. It is not possible because about the thing with the pen, but they focus so much on this wrong things that they have less energy to focus on what is really important in trading: discipline and patience, and the accepting the inevitable things, because there doesn't exist a 100% strategy, which means accepting the inevitable thing means losses are a part of the game, no more and no less. And that moment, or the better word is, as soon as you accept this, the better you are, or the faster you can create proper discipline and patience. But this is the point you have to accept. New traders fail because they fail to give risk management the due diligence it requires. Risk management, another word, but for that you need as well discipline and patience. Certain traders quit too early, giving up when their strategy doesn't produce the desired results right away. But guys, remember, no approach will generate returns every time. Why is it? It's the pen. It's a kind of perception. All of us, we are a huge family this afternoon. Thanks, guys. I'm really grateful that you spent your lifetime with me. Really, really, I'm really grateful for that. But all of us this afternoon, maybe we watched the same chart, and all of us have different opinions and different perceptions of on the right side of the chart. Because one is watching 1 minute, the other one 5 minute, 1 hourly, 4 hourly chart, 30 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you can open in your MetaTrader. Doesn't matter. It's a kind of perception. So this happens if you trade without discipline and patience. You always focus on the wrong things. And believe me, I have in trading, in money business, trading business, I'm engaged since 16 years right now. And in money business, I started 1999 and now 22 years right now. And I learned this. And most of the times I was focused on the wrong things, making money as quick as possible. I'm looking trading. I'm always looking for the 100% hit rate. It costs so much energy. I lost so many lifetime. And the really ugly thing, the really, how should I say? Yes, the really sad thing. And you can see in my back, there is my hourly class. Lifetime is limited. And I wasted too much lifetime for looking or for focusing on the wrong things. And this is my message I want to give you. Please stop doing this. Stop looking for 100% strategy. Stop looking for making money as quick as possible. It's not possible. And if you have a question, type in the chat box. I can see it on the right chart. If it fits to my topic, I will give you the answer, of course. This is your webinar. I created and we do that for you because I want that you learn something and I want to share my experience with you. So, and finally, remember, no approach will generate returns every time. Of course not. What means now discipline in trading? And you know, maybe you have kids. Then look at this picture. I love this picture. So when our parents were yelling with us, they, Dad, I don't want. So, and I remember my first trades when I lost too much money, I had the same face like this one. Jesus Christ, I hate trading. So, and so then my mentors come around and then I learned a lot of things about that. But I love this picture. There are two only options you can make money in the markets, guys. The first option is if you have a large enough account to make your own market, so maybe you have so much money like George Soros, Warren Buffett, or maybe Bill Gates, then you can make your, there is the question. Now I can see it. Oh, sorry. So chart analysis done from right to left or left to right. Always you are, Abraham, you're always on the right side of the chart. You only can work with strategies, with kind of probabilities. Yes, of course, you're looking from right to the left, but you cannot predict the future. This is the point. So you only can work with strategy that you can test by the past, by the history, where you have a look at the from right to left, but it's kind of perception. You are on the right side of the chart. So charting analysis, yes, you do from right to left, but you trade, you have to right to the right side, from left to the right side. That's the point. So if you don't have so much money like George Soros that you can make your own market, then you have to choose the second option, because you have to work with profitable strategies and you have to follow the rules, which means you need a maximum of discipline. This is a really, really interesting, and in my opinion, one of the crucial and pivotal points. Why? You work with probabilities, and probabilities means there is no 100% probability, maybe 60, 70, 80%, no more, no less. Abram, of course, this is my job to spend and to share my experience with you, because it's my mission and it's a vision of mine that everybody has the right and the possibility to make money in the market. But it's my mission to help you, and therefore I'm the one who telling you the truth. It is possible to make money in the market, but not in the obvious way the marketing and advertisement want us to make us believe. That's wrong. So learn it like a job, and then you have a great chance to make money in the market. So, you know, if you don't have that much money, you have to choose the second option, follow rules. For that, you need maximum discipline. Following through with one's plan is an essential component of trading discipline. But first, what you need is a plan. And 2 weeks ago, I had a call with an amazing guy. He's a sports teacher and he's a fitness coach. And he asked me, what should I do? I cannot understand my own behavior. I train my sports guys to follow a strategy, to stick to the rules every day, train your muscles, eat the healthy food, and I yelling to them if they miss the rules. But I am the one who is not able to stick to my rules in trading. And he said to me, Marcus, can you tell me what's wrong with me? Yes, I could tell him. And I said, yes, it's a lack of discipline. But then he said, I am disciplined. And I said, no, you don't. You compare your fitness rules with rules in trading. And then he asked, why? What's wrong? I said, if you teach your clients in fitness to stick to rules, to train every day, like, you know, the musculars and so on, and to stay healthy, sleep enough, eat the right things, then you know by almost 100% this guy will be successful. You know that. You can teach always the same things and you know the result. But in trading, it doesn't work in that way. You can stick to your rules, but you don't know the result. Not at all. And this is why it's so hard to stick to the rules in trading. Because you always think you make something wrong if you get a bad result. Like your fitness clients, if they don't used to train, if they eating the unhealthy things, then you know they make a mistake. But in trading, you get a wrong result without making mistakes. And this is the point why so many people failed in trading. So following through with one's plan is an essential component of trading discipline. So for that, we need a plan first of all. A trading plan is the foundation for a trader's success. And there are some crucial elements you should be aware of. These include the instruments you will trade. So what do you want to trade? Forex, shares, commodities, indices, futures, bonds, whatever. It should be a part of your plan. Do you know that? What do you want to trade? Which signals will prompt you to enter positions? Do you have a strategy? A strategy you proved by yourself by doing it or by making a back test. So maybe you watched a webinar, I guess 2 weeks ago, I showed you how you can make a back test in MetaTrader. Please watch the YouTube channel from Admiral Markets, there you will find this webinar. Which signals will prompt your exit? Do you have a plan? What will happen with your trade, or how do you act in your trade when this happens or this happens? Do you know that before you start your trade? Believe me, let me give you this advice. If you don't have such a plan, you will fail. Believe me, it's absolutely, how should I say, impossible to become successful without having a plan. Not only by getting in, the same getting out of a chart, of a trade. You need a plan for that. Otherwise, you will struggle with every resist, with every support, with every red and green candle. You need a plan before you start your trade. Or another thing is minimum and a maximum duration of your trade. It's a kind of your individuality. It's an individual thing because one guy is more patient than the other. So I have a wonderful colleague. It's a teacher here of Admiral Markets in German. It's Heiko Behrendt. And when I say to him, hold your position maybe 30 minutes, he get a red hat, almost exploded hat, because he is not able, he's a scalper. He used to hold his positions maybe 30 seconds. And once we had an event together and I forced him to hold a position 15 minutes, believe me, he was in front of a big audience, and I hit him. I said, this position you hold now 50 minutes, it's a great entry. No, I'm a scalper. No, I said, now you do that for our audience. Believe me, he left the stage and went behind the stage to the toilet because he was sweating. The water come out of his skin, and he was absolutely unable to hold it, to stay at the stage to watch this. So this is a kind of humanity. Everybody is different. So, and this is the same, how long can you be in your trade? Or the other point is maximum numbers of trades per day, week or month. How the hours during which you will trade. Do you know all of that? Be honest to yourself. Do you really have such a plan? If you don't, then you will fail. Unfortunately, guys, it's the truth. I make this bullshit since a couple of years now, 16 years. And I was the one who made all mistakes you can ever make in trading. I lost everything. And now today I know you have to have a routine every day in your trades, and you have this plan. And by listing the rules you will follow, you cannot only develop your plan, but you can make sure by consistently following your rules that you cultivate your trading discipline. If you train to stick to the rules, you will grow up your discipline. And now here we go. Again, the question of the concept of emptiness. What is your real why? It's nice to have a plan, but only you have a strong why. Why do you want to become successful in trading? Only if this why is strong enough, you are always able to stick to your rules. If your why is not strong enough, you will fail. And now, let me ask you something. This why, is it a kind of strategy or is it a kind of humanity? I guess it's humanity, right? Because strategy is following rules, but having a real why, sticking to the rules, always is a kind of a human part. Therefore, it is my point in trading, after almost 20 years of experience in trading. Trading success is based on 10% strategy, but 90% the human factor. And this is why I recommend you having a coach for a couple of times, because a coach can support you always. He is there for you every day. So like here in our trading spotlight family, in our trading spotlight community here on Traders Yard, I will show you at the end of this webinar. Oh, Jesus Christ. Time is passing by. So discipline and a stop loss. So having and sticking a stop loss is the foundation of trading discipline. Before opening any position, you should know exactly where you will place your stop loss. And a stop loss, guys, is just protecting your trading idea. And it's not a personal punishment. Never see that as a personal punishment. And once you set the stop, you should never lower it to keep a position open. If your stop loss gets hit, your trade is over. End of story. That's all. Believe me, you will never die about a stop loss. Never. Except you have too much money in it. Then maybe you get a heart attack and then it's over. But then you have to ask yourself, is it worth to do that in that way? I guess not. So a stop loss protects or should protect your trading idea, no more, no less, not your account size, just protect your trading idea. And it's not a personal punishment. The market doesn't know that you exist. The market doesn't know that you exist. Therefore, you cannot have an influence to the market. The only point you can have an influence is to your own behavior and to sticking to your rules. And keep in mind that the more transactions you make, the more you will encounter situations where you believe your positions will become profitable. It's kind of routine. Never, never, never lower your stop loss once you set it. Okay? So another important part of developing your trading discipline is creating and sticking to a trading schedule. If your trading involves trading, for example, when the London markets open, don't make transactions when they are about to close. Why? Because you may not know about moves in other economies that could cause your unplanned trade to suffer a loss. In addition to setting trading hours, you should determine how many trades you can make in a day, week, or month. So if you are a part-time trader, let me give you an advice. Stop day trading. Don't do it. It's completely unfair. In the case you have a family, wife and kiddies at home, guys, it's completely damn it unfair. If you come home after a working day, after 8 or 10 hours, and your family is waiting for you, your kiddies are waiting for that, and you come home and then you say, I don't have time, I have to trade right now. Guys, stop it. Stop it. Please. Your kiddies, your wife, your family is so much more worth than every damaged red and green candles. Believe me, I lost my family. And I don't want that you make the same experience. It's a terrible feeling. Really, believe me, don't do it. In addition to setting trading hours, yes, think about that, how many trades you can make in that point. This frequency is usually based on your trading style. So this is point why I trade in 4-hourly chart, because you can do it as a part-time trader as well. So, and I want to show you this one. So you see, this is MetaTrader. And once we started maybe here, you can see our here, this one, the point of control were hit at that point. But as you can see, it took time, maybe 23rd of March, and we hit the point of control at 20th of April, 4 weeks. Trust the trend and the price. And this is why I said 4-hourly chart, maybe daily chart is a wonderful thing that you can become successful, but it's a question of time and you have to hold it up. Trading discipline and patience are very similar to each other, but there are a few key differences. So most new traders will occasionally feel tempted to close profitable trades prematurely, to take profits, or to ensure they do not becoming losing trades. You see, it's not a kind of strategy. It's kind of human part. To overcome this inclination, you must exercise patience. And one specific step to help achieve this object is don't be controlled by your fear. As long as you follow your plan and your rules, there is no reason to feel afraid. Each time you enter a trade, you know, the perception, concept of emptiness, you should know the maximum loss you will allow and the minimum profit you want to generate. Having a plan is the crucial point that you don't have to feel fear. Market fluctuations are perfectly normal and should not prompt you to change your course, because movement and corrections are a part of the trend. And if you are a trend trader, you have to hold out this kind of corrections. One of the biggest secrets for being patient is practice, practice, practice. And damn it, practice again. Do it. The more you practice, the more you feel comfortable and confident. And the same is true for practicing with tools like MetaTrader. Successful traders take the time and patience to get to know the tools that make the winning trades possible. And as you could see, it takes time, except this inevitable thing. Our last crucial aspect of patience is evaluating your winning trades. As your position approaches the take profit level, you will likely want to close the position and take the profits right away. But you can also think and act in a different way. Perception, again. Instead of closing such a position, you should choose to set your stop loss to the minimum accepted profit and then change your take profit to where you expect a trend line maybe. Remember, you can do this more than once for each individual trade. Every trade is different, always and always and always. Long-term accounts require more rigid discipline, of course. This one. The key is to know when to trade and when to avoid trading. Usually smaller accounts need more significant risk and more trading, whereas bigger account requires smaller risks and less trading. So I have the difference between my asset management, those millions of dollars on the account, or my private account, it's less money. I have different risks there. Always make sure to put extra effort toward providing accessible factual analysis. And then, guys, you will understand the beauty of trading. Yes, that's the word, the beauty of trading, because there are so many opportunities to trade that there will never be a lack of setups. So remembering that fact will help you to get stronger and stronger in being disciplined and patient. And you see this girl on this picture, and maybe you're wondering what she's doing there. She's doing this one. And let me tell you the secret. I do the same every day. I have a special place in my office and I do meditation every day. 40 minutes every day, a kind of leaded meditation to become calm and to find my inner center again. And I can recommend this to you. If you have any questions, come to our family and we can do that together. So most traders, this is conclusion, fail because of a lack of discipline and patience. You know, it's not about the strategy, it's the human part. Having a plan and sticking to the rules will help you become disciplined. And the secret to becoming a successful trader is to practice as much as you can. And then I promise you, there is a big chance that you become successful in trading. So, and here we go. This is our trading spotlight community where you can follow us. The only requirement is open a real live account at Admiral Markets, and then we can share our ideas here. Let me show you this special one. This is here in a Trader's Yard, Trading Spotlight community. You see, we have a chat. Paul, Jens, and me, we are there. We share our trading ideas. We have 93 family attendees right now. Come on, let's do it together here in this Trading Spotlight community. We can share all our ideas together. And there you see how we are used to trade, and you can copy our trades if you want. So Jens is here on Friday, and he will talk about short selling strategies. What is short selling, the benefits, risk, and short selling strategies for different market situations. The 1st of May, it's a celebration day, I guess. But we're doing this webinar on Friday. And I'm happy if you join Jens' webinars as well, like mine. So just sorry for my colleague for Admiral Markets. I overcome a little bit the time. If you have more questions, guys, then you will find everything on Admiral Markets. You can visit us by mail, YouTube, Facebook. And I want to say thank you. Thank you that you shared your lifetime with me, that you listened to me, and I hope you learned a little bit about trading, patience, and discipline to improve your trading. And with this in our mind, I wish you all the best. Stay at home, stay healthy, and always and never forget, the journey is the reward. See you. Bye-bye.